one bird, or that polar bears are left-handed.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala. Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
Right, we love her because, well, she's lovable. That's why. 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, Kelly Hart is in the studio from Ocala Magazine. This segment is called Ocala Magazine Radio, and the new August issue is in my hands. Look at this.
Yes, hot off the presses.
And people love taking pictures of their food, don't they?
Food is a great thing to photograph because there's a variety of it.
We never used to. When we had film, we didn't waste film on pictures of food.
No. No, but now there's hashtags for it. That's kind of the thing you do.
I take that back. We did take pictures of birthday cakes. You remember?
Oh, yes.
And aren't they horrible? You go through the old boxes.
They're so ugly, too. I mean, no offense to Publix, because I'm sure that was the trend at the time, but it was always that really like gloppy, icing, and then happy birthday with your name.
Right.
It was just pretty bad. But yeah, I remember going through childhood photos, and it's like, why are this
There's no
pictures of the cake?
There's no sentimental value. You look at a birthday cake, you go, okay, there's the cake.
Yeah.
You see a dog you had when you were 4, you say, oh my gosh, there's Muffy.
Yeah. I never go, oh, look at my cake. I usually am like, ugh.
Well, maybe if you made it. Maybe if it was your thing, you were the cake maker.
Yeah. In my family, we're not cake makers.
No?
Publix was probably our go-to thing.
Okay.
Or Family Mart. It might have been Family Mart.
The artist
actually.
in you, though, probably would make a pretty cake. Maybe it wouldn't taste good. I don't know. Are you a good cake maker at all?
I think that I am. I do enjoy baking. I'm not really much of a cook, and some people don't really care for my desserts.
So how are
either.
you? Where were you? Last week you called in, but where were you?
So I was at Deadline. I was at the magazine.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I was at Deadline putting together this beautiful book that's out today. And so I'm happy to be in the studio today, of course. But this is a great issue. The cover is wonderful. I mean, it's colorful and it's nice, and it's Chris Redd did a fantastic job with these photos. So of course we're happy to have him. And inside the book, it's just a beautiful, beautiful issue this month, and there's diverse content throughout the book as usual, but a lot in the way of food because everyone eats. Everyone loves food.
Do you ever eat a fish that looks like a fish?
I don't prefer my fish to have its face on it when I eat it.
I don't either.
But I think that's a thing, clearly.
A lot of people
It's probably
do,
a fancy thing, and I'm not much of a, fancy foodie,
Yeah,
So
I bet you are, but you just don't want faces. I
don't want a face, no.
I was at the Hilton once, and they had this beautiful buffet, and there was a pig, and there was a huge fish. And everybody was just kind of carving out what they wanted from the animal. And I thought, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And everyone said, you're such a hypocrite. You eat ham sandwiches. You eat fish.
Yeah.
I know I'm a hypocrite.
I eat meat too, but I don't want the face there. I guess I just don't want to have to face my food, I guess, Like, sorry, but let me carve away on you a little bit more. Yeah. So that's not really my thing, but it's a beautiful photo, and I know that it is a thing to do.
It is a thing to do.
So it's beautiful. Inside there are a bunch of recipes. We ask our Facebook followers and our readers to submit recipes. Maybe it's one of their favorites, or maybe like a family recipe they've passed down. And so we had some great submissions, and so we put together some recipes inside for people to try. And then there's also a really good resource inside. I thought I want to put together a story that tells people if they have a $5 bill, where they can go in town and eat. Maybe it's a burger, maybe it's breakfast. Yeah. So I thought, well, that'll be a cinch, because you can get a lot of.
It's not easy.
No, it was very difficult. And in fact, I think the barbecue section was the most difficult. It was really difficult to find some type of barbecue menu item for $5 or less.
So what did you find? Is it in the magazine?
So yeah, there's a great section in here that we hope will be a great resource. It's called Best Bites Under $5. And it's a directory, basically.
Well, I want to explore this for a second.
Yes,
I'm always looking for these. Page number. Where's the page?
So start on 16.
Okay. I got
and
it. All right.
We have it divided up, by coffee, breakfast.
Is that burger $5?
I'm sure that burger is not $5.
Oh, okay.
But we do have it divided up by different categories: salads, lunch. So let's say you have $5 and you want to grab lunch today.
Right.
Page 18 can tell you where you can go in town locally.
Okay. All right.
So what it does is it tells you where to go with the address and what it is exactly on that menu.
All right, Joe will have a fit if we name the restaurants, but I'm going to tell you,
Right.
I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I've been to 6 of them on page 18.
Great.
How about that?
So, well, that's great. So you know firsthand that they're great.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
there's also some other ones to try. And you get, it's lunchtime, or maybe you have kids and you're like, gosh, I have $20. Where can I go and get us all a meal, or all a burger, or some soup or salad or slice of pizza? And we've narrowed it down. And I was really surprised how difficult it was. There were places, and I typed in, go to Ocala pizza. I'm Googling Ocala burgers. I'm Googling Ocala, lunch. And of course, tons of places pop up. And I thought, we're just not going to have space for all of them. But when I started scouring, the online menus,
Right.
wow, there's nothing.
I wonder if there's a business reason for the $5 item. Let me tell you why I say this. Robin and I did a couple of art shows or whatever. You rent a 10 by 10 space.
Sure.
And the guy across from us was selling unbelievable, just selling all kinds of stuff. We went over there to see what the secret was. The secret was he was a carver. He did lots of carvings, and he sold carvings for hundreds of dollars. And people were walking out with these big carvings. But he sold a little frog that he carved, and he sold it for $5. He said the $5 item gets him in.
Yes.
So that's probably what they're doing.
Yes.
You don't go for the $5 item. You think you do.
Sure.
But when you get there, you say, I'll just add another $5 and I'll get the $10 item.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there's always psychology behind advertising, which, that's always why we try to encourage and educate our sales team when they're communicating with our clients, when they're ready to place an ad. There's really a psychology behind the ad. A lot of people think, well, I bought a half-page size ad, so I need to cram all my information in it, because surely I'm paying for this ad. I need to get everything in it. But
Right.
that's where our expertise comes in knowing that it's almost like the Hallmark cards, you open up and it's like on and on. And
Right.
a lot of people will they're not interested. They see all the words, they close it up, they put it back. They want the one that's quick, that's funny, that's easy to read. And the same goes for graphic arts, the same goes for advertising. And so, that's where our expertise comes in. And I'm sure that whenever people open restaurants, they probably have consultants or experts that tell them, hey, listen, you can have $20 and $30 items, but you have to have something on your menu that everybody can afford, just to get them in the door.
Isn't it amazing how many people who have been to New York or who have lived in New York will tell you the best place in the world to get pizza? They all know the best.
They all know the best, yeah.
And I will always say, I don't know. I've lived there and I've lived here. We got some pretty good places in Ocala.
We do.
And they will always say, nah, not close.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Someone
is.
once told me it's not so much the way they make it, it's the water. That the water in New York makes the pizza taste different. I don't know.
Please.
I'm not really sure.
By the way, there are 2 parts of the August issue that I wanted to kind of bring together. The fashion part.
Yes.
And the back to school part.
Yes.
Okay. Some of the 2 of the fashions I saw had the ripped knees.
Yep, that's the thing.
And is that okay in school?
I can't speak for all schools because I'm sure that some schools are different than others, but I think that it is. I think it's more about the length of where your
So
shorts
you can have a
or
rip
your
in
jeans.
your pants and you're okay.
I guess, but it probably can't be a rip that's above your fingertips still. They have that fingertip. A lot of schools have the fingertip rule,
Right.
which is very difficult these days. In this day and age, it's like they don't even make shorts that go past your behind, much less your fingertips. But I would assume as long as the rip is like at the knee or below, maybe, or below the fingertip, that would be okay, because it would be no different than if you had shorts on.
Did you do your back to school shopping yet?
No, we're going tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to do all that tomorrow. It's tax-free weekend, so.
Yes, and you have a phone call.
Okay, great.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. You were talking about inexpensive lunch places.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant that ends in the word house, and the cheapest thing on the menu is the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Well, that might be that place might very well be on my list. I cannot confirm nor deny, but there is something on my list that ends in the word house.
Okay. Have a good morning.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really great items on there. So we would love for people to pick up the issue today and try some of these places. You're supporting local business, which is always great. And you're getting great food for $5 or less, which is also very great. And if you stop into any of these places, of course, tag us on Facebook, take a picture, or, send us a comment and say, hey, I was reading through, I stopped at this place, I've never been there, and had a $5, whatever. And it was great and wonderful. Yeah. So that'll benefit. And what's really fun, Larry, is this is all editorial, so no one paid to be included in this. So these businesses have no clue. I didn't reach out to them and say any of that. Nope, I did my online research. And sadly, there are some places that do not have any access to their menu online.
They missed out.
So let that be a lesson that you should have your menu somewhere online, because people need to know what you offer and what the price is and what to expect. But I did my research, so it'll be fun to see some of these restaurants see themselves for the first time.
And you know how movie people who think they have an Oscar-worthy film will wait till the end of the year so that when the judging is done, it's still fresh in the minds of the judges? Well, that's a good article for maybe to revisit when you're close to your best of the best.
Yes.
So people say, let's go there.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
All right, we will be right back.
Okay.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Friday, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a high of 89 to 93. It'll be mostly cloudy early Friday night, then partly cloudy late, though 74 to 78. On Saturday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for an afternoon thunderstorm, high 89 to 93. On Sunday, times of sun and clouds, the high again, 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims, and they strive to get your vehicle back to you as soon as possible. So the next time you hear this, remember, it's your choice. And the choice is clear. Lyle's Collision Service.
You've got a garden, and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
19 minutes after 10 o'clock. Kelly Hart is here. I love when you bring up stuff like this. The ta-ta-ta.
Well, I just saw it written down here.
We had it as a topic this way. Have you seen it?
I have seen it, yes.
Okay. Now, my thought on it, this is a woman's thing. This is, guys like looking at ladies, but this looks like it's a comfort thing for your home. Would you wear this outdoors?
I wouldn't wear it indoors.
Really?
No. I mean, okay, so listen.
Did you see their website?
I didn't go to the website, no, but
not
I've seen
cheap,
it all
though.
over Facebook. How much is this?
$45.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thoughts on this thing. I haven't used it, so I don't want to. This is all just hypothetical. Okay, so you put the thing on
Over your neck.
right around your neck,
Like a
and then
boxer
over
with a
your
towel.
tatas, right?
Right.
And I guess it has some kind of like gathered elastic.
It must have
band
something,
or
yeah.
something. Okay. For a still picture online for a website, I could see where it looks realistic. But I cannot
okay.
imagine it not slipping off, popping off,
Well, okay.
in real life.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so Robin looked at it and she didn't think it was that sexy because she said there's no cleavage. I said
It's not sexy. It's like a saggy, it's almost like
That's
just,
what Robin thought.
yeah.
But I said, but a guy, if she's wearing it outdoors, I guarantee you he's going to be doing one of these sneaky looks because he keeps waiting for that thing
It's going to pop out.
to have a, what do you call a wardrobe mishap?
Malfunction.
Malfunction.
Yes. A wardrobe malfunction. Yes. It's going to happen because I just can't, cannot imagine it staying in place. It just doesn't seem like
and that's
it
why
would
I
stay
think
in place.
That's why I think it's a personal item for you and for ladies. I mean,
It almost seems like you'd have to have a heavier, saggier situation for it to work. Like it seems like if you had a smaller,
wait, where is it?
perkier situation,
Right. Well,
that
yes.
it would not work.
No, the perky doesn't get it.
So I think for women who, you know what, I would love for someone who was going to order this thing or who maybe already has or has tried it to send me an email or something at the magazine and let me know if this thing really works.
It's a trending thing, Kelly.
I should probably call the company and say, send us one, let us see how it works.
Send us a free one.
And then we can
They don't. I don't
blog
think they
about
have-
this or something.
All right, I'm not a. You know how some guys seem to know the double D is in the A. They can just look. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I've never been good with that. But it said in the article. I was looking for it. I can't find it. They don't have A or B. They only go from C to H. Which
H?
I didn't even
What's
know
an
there was
H?
an A. I don't know.
Yow.
I think it means heavy.
Ugh, I would bet you're right.
Huge. Sorry. I'm not so sure what it means.
Holy cow, yeah.
It means holy cow.
Yeah, I have seen it, and to me, it reminds me of other things that I've seen before that I just don't buy into. In a still picture, I'm certain, of course, that it probably works, but so do a lot of things when you're standing still, that aren't going to work in motion.
The good thing is there's the testicle towel also that goes along with it.
I saw a Speedo about, I guess it was 2 summers ago, kind of does the same thing, wraps around, goes
same thing.
up.
But they look for the
somewhere.
T word. It's you have to have the, what's it called, the simulation?
Yes, the tot.
Right, towel,
yeah.
a testicle towel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost like the PPTP,
What is that?
if you've ever seen that. So it's for moms who have newborn baby boys.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're changing the diaper, you don't get peed on.
Right.
It's like a little
Right.
a TP that you put over the little pee-pee, if I'm allowed to say that on the air.
yeah.
And it saves you from, getting it all over your face.
A little
So
bit of something, yeah.
somebody thought of it, and that I can see maybe working. Of course, if it depends, I could shoot it off. I don't really know, but
If you could what?
shoot the little TP off. I don't really know. I don't know that situation either. I don't have a boy, so I don't know. I don't know about any of these crazy, wacky things online. All I know is what I know about Ocala magazine. That's all I know. That's sincerely all I know. And what I can tell you is this issue is amazing. There's also a really great, compelling story that Keith Chartrand wrote. He interviewed several people in Ocala, one of them being our county commissioner, Kathy Bryant,
Okay.
about her brother.
Oh, there she is, yeah.
Who passed
yeah.
away a year ago at the hands of, drugs, heroin.
Do you know, I
and it
really
was so
never
tragic.
knew that story, though. I know she's posted things online, but I never chatted with her, and I don't know that. Is that her brother there on the left side?
Her brother is the one in the picture with her. She's holding his picture.
Okay.
You'll see. Let me see what page that is.
On page 38, who's that?
Let me
Right
try
next to Kathy. Kathy's a pretty lady. too.
Isn't she? Wonderful inside and out. So that's Phil O'Day. Phil O'Day is another man that Keith interviewed for the sake of this article, and he's been advocating, of course, locally to try and keep people, off of these drugs and away from these drugs. And Phil's story is remarkable. He became addicted to drugs when he was 10 years old.
Wow.
And, Lily's 10, and so in reading that story, I was just like, I can't even imagine.
Really. Gosh, that's scary.
I can't imagine. It is very scary.
Did you hear that there's some kind of a drug out there now that is so much more powerful than heroin that the dogs that help the police, 2 of them have died just from discovering
my.
it, just from smelling it.
That's dangerous. I mean, that's
bad.
scary. That's
Yeah.
scary that people will probably opt to try this, and all it takes is one time to either become addicted or die. I mean, people have died just trying a drug one time and for recreation or fun or peer pressure or whatever it is. So it's really a compelling story, and I appreciate people's courage when they are hurt by something and they're able to share that story with everyone, because obviously the end goal is to educate people and hopefully help someone else so that they don't lose their life or someone close to them. So it includes work by our local law enforcement and our mayor in trying to put together a task force to really attack this issue, because it's taking lives in Ocala every day, and that's really the scary part.
Yeah,
And these are drugs that are affecting what you wouldn't call your stereotypical drug user. Great people, great jobs. I mean, otherwise doing well, great support systems. You just can't figure out what in the world. But a lot of it stems from people who have everyday surgeries, common things. They get put on a pain pill, and that pain pill becomes addictive. And that's very, very scary, because you think, well, if I have surgery, I'm in pain. I'd like to be able to get through the pain as I heal, not knowing that what you're putting into your body is so powerful that you could become addicted and ultimately lose your life. So I appreciate Keith writing that, and I appreciate all the people that took the time to share their stories, because that takes a lot of courage. Really does.
The magazine is awesome.
Thank you.
The new issue. Why has it got $1 amount on it? I never pay for this.
No. Well, it's free because thanks to our advertisers, we're able to offer it for free. But at one time, it was for sale inside of Books A Million, I believe, or Barnes & Noble, one of the two, maybe both.
It's not there anymore?
No, it's not. But we do have to have a
$1 amount.
A dollar amount. There are some people that will subscribe that either lived here, no longer do, and want to have a subscription.
What I would do. Yeah.
So we have to, have the dollar amount so they know.
I think I told you,
But
we
you
have
can
some
subscribe.
authors. We have some authors who subscribe to it.
That's amazing.
And look at it online.
I love hearing stories of people who are outside of Ocala that read it and feel, connected to Ocala through our stories. And this is a really great issue, and we do have the links to the issue online on our Facebook page. So in the event that you haven't gotten your hands on one, they're out for distribution today. But in the meanwhile, you can read it online as well. And then we're also still doing our best of the best. We're in our 25th year doing the Ocala Magazine Best of the Best. And so we've started opening up really specific nominations like real estate, cosmetologist. Today we'll have some new ones on there. So as long as you're following us and you're in the know of what's going on, you'll have an opportunity to nominate your favorite business people.
What do you know anything about what's going on? Like there was an article about the Lincoln Square happening.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
So that ought to be nice.
That's going to be amazing.
Little area.
I am so excited about what is happening in our downtown.
Over by the train station, they got that nice little art walk thing.
We are expanding, and then I think November we break ground for the hotel. Hopefully that's still on track.
Do we really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so there is a lot. There's a lot happening.
So when is that expected to get done, that hotel?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the end goal is, but I know that they're supposed to break ground in November, so that's going to be exciting. And there's a lot happening. I mean, school's starting back, and so now we're rolling into fall, and the art walks start back up again, and FAFO will be happening with their arts festival downtown in October. So there's a lot of really exciting things to be anticipating.
Now that school started again, we start thinking about the second half of the year, right?
I do. As soon as school starts back, in my mind, I'm thinking fall. I'm already thinking, okay, because summer, to me, if my child's out of school, that's summer.
That's it.
Once they go back to school, it's not summer anymore, even though it's hot for months and months. Still, I'm always just thinking, okay, they're back in school, it's fall.
Yeah, Easter is the beginning of summer for me.
Right, yeah. So it's interesting, but I wish everybody well to get their kids back to school this week. I know different schools start at different times. We have a wonderful private school listing inside of this issue as well. So if any of you are interested in planning for the future to get your kids involved in the private schools, there's some information there along with their mission statement, so you can kind of help decipher which school might be the best fit for you. And it's an overall excellent magazine once again, and we have a great team, and I'm proud of what they do every single month. We're a small team, but we're doing really big things. So.
And they have a great spokesperson in you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Larry. Everybody have a great weekend.
All right, we will be right back. Thank you, Kelly.
I know you could. Everybody tells me how the rock and roll is gonna suit my wanna be your man tonight. Oh, Cali, baby, what makes you look so good? Oh, Cali, baby, what makes you look so good?
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. The president